Hi, welcome into my channel. This channel is against the Big Bang. This is the way I make my videos. I'm saying like a tea science. I have always either tea or a coffee. This is a green tea. So it is like a good idea to not take on your allies in a war. You have some allies, okay? And so this guy says that the Big Bang is false.
But the conclusion that we draw from the universe breaker, or more rightly, theory breaker of galaxies, is that the universe is just fine, but that the Big Bang theory is dead.
So you heard, this is what I want to tell you, that the Big Bang is false, okay? So it says do not take on the guys that are on your part. But there are few people maybe that are doubting that the Big Bang is true science, okay? But I want to tell you that what I'm telling you, it seems for you a little bit crazy. And that's why I take on this guy. Even though it is that the Big Bang is false, okay? I want to tell you that the theory what he's proposing, or from what parts he come to this idea, it is wrong, okay? So that's why I want to raise some doubts about this current science, this actual current science. And for this I will take on some guys from internet. Maybe you know, I make some lists and I contradict something that they say. In this video I fill my monitor again 5 minutes, then you came back and I will talk from my table again. When he's saying he's falsifying thermodynamics, okay? I boil a water like this, everybody knows, 100 degrees. If I boil entire ocean, 100 degrees. Temperature is a limited function. So I commented from my screen. You will watch, then I came back at this table. I will speak more from this table. But you allow me that I fill my monitor, my laptop monitor. He is saying that he obtained in a laboratory 2 billion degrees. So watch this section.
And I want to again come back to our own work as an example. 40 years ago, I developed a model of quasars based on phenomena that observed in a device called the dense plasma focus, which spontaneously forms, without gravitation, extremely dense plasmoids, very energy concentrated blobs of plasma that emit beams of energy, just like a quasar. I developed this model quantitatively, applied it to quasar data, and then used it to design a version of our device. With that device, we achieved 7 years ago record confined temperatures that have never been achieved in any fusion experiment, temperatures of 2 billion degrees, which is about 200 times the temperature at the center of the sun. This is the sort of confirmation of lab-tested results that we have to use to explain the universe.
In this video, I will take on this guy, Eric Lerner. I started a list against some physics guys, okay? So I will, at this video, you can search it, this thing, what he's saying.
And then used it to design a version of our device. With that device, we achieved 7 years ago record confined temperatures that have never been achieved in any fusion experiment, temperatures of 2 billion degrees, which is about 200 times the temperature at the center of the sun. This is
nothing wrong, okay? 2 billion degrees, temperature is a limited function. So he brags that he fused something in laboratory. This is experiments that nobody, but temperature is a limited function. I will take on this video. Look, dude, look at you, but you see metals, Celsius and Fahrenheit, temperature is a limited function. You see, look, copper. So gold, on what you can reach 2 billion degrees. What scale? Celsius, Fahrenheit, Kelvin. And on what material? Because you all have a limited function. If you boil entire ocean at 100 degrees, in some thermal pressure condition, you increase the boiling point. And look, so another time, okay?
Been achieved in any fusion experiment. Temperatures of 2 billion degrees, which is about 200 times the temperature at the center of the sun.
So he brags, but you cannot obtain. They are tricking themselves, but they are tricking the entire planet. There exists not, look again, melting point of aluminium, look, of copper, 1000 degrees, look. So you believe that we are stupid? Germanium, this guy melts in your hand, 30 degrees. You can have pure fire made from butane, ethane, gas. You can have what? Energy, radiation on what? Because electricity has, look, another one of tin, 200. This makes bronzes, good bronze. Zinc, this is alamas, you make instruments. So I will take on this, okay, and this video from him, from this channel, you see, on universe, I will take on this. I film my monitor some section in my video. It is fast for me to make the video, and for you to believe that I took this from the internet. They are saying this stuff, okay? So we cannot obtain it. You can pretend, but you falsify the laws of the thermodynamics. Water admits only 100 degrees. You can boil an entire ocean, 100 degrees. You do not have any material. If you have a wave, electromagnetic wave, you presuppose atoms. And the atoms could not generate, you understand? So you falsify thermodynamics. But I will show to you, I don't have time. I will comment the entire length of this video. Why does he says like this, okay? At the end of this video, he says that the Big Bang theory is wrong. So I will insert passages from the video inside my today video, okay? So I don't have anything against them, but they are falsifying science, and he's against the Big Bang in this video. But the way how he does it, it is wrong, okay? So I'm against the Big Bang, but I'm telling you that we cannot see the universe, and they are tricked. And I show to you that he says like to be like a testimony, and I told you the temperature is a limited function. There is a absolute minus 270 degrees Celsius minus, and there is a maximum positive temperature. So you can falsify science how do you want to obtain 2 billion degrees. The Chinese said that they made 1,000,000 degrees. That they do not know thermodynamics, okay? So this is I will insert into my video, but I will comment at my table when I comment, usually supplementary. So after you watch that, I comment supplementary here. So I want to take on this guy because you see they are proposing false science. I'm telling you that the galaxies are small pieces pouring clouds, and I always show to you this stuff that the light diminishes with distance. You see, it seems to you simple, but they do not understand this, okay? So in another video I'll comment entire length. If you know, this is the way I'm filming myself. I'm not looking always exactly perpendicular. Maybe someday I will put this and I will stay like this, but it seems to me strange, like in a class, like a science class. So I always show to you this CD because the galaxies are stars putting clouds, and this is what I'm telling you. The galaxy is a sphere. Our galaxy, they made this spiral, they made these stars. So what he's saying, he says somehow that he knows the temperature of the stars. He knows the colors from the distance. The light is telling you the age of the galaxies. In a video that I will comment the entire length, I show to you that 13 minutes video. But first of all, I want to raise some doubts that he is not very consequent in science, and he does not know exactly science. He made something in laboratory, but he confused the thermodynamics and limited function. They are function, you put numbers in them, but stop. Okay, so I show that to you. So to raise doubts now, to understand, they say that they know the age of the galaxy. You will watch my next video. I will comment the entire length of this video, and I'll tell you, but it supposes this video. You understand that they do not know temperatures, okay, and they are proposing false science. So I always show to you this is big from close and small from distance. You see your eyes, and I'm telling you like this in questionnaire, like IQ questionnaire. If you see a man from a mountain like this, what is the power of your eye if it sees the stars like this? What is the distance? So if you do not, you cannot resolve this after I told you like this, it means that you have a small IQ, okay, like all these guys. The galaxies are putting close, stars. They're pieces and they are electroshocked with electromagnetic energy, like you produce light in the neon gases and things like this. So, but they are tricking themselves using this universe term. They try to explain the entire universe, but this principle that we can see the light diminishing with distance is telling you that we can see a small distance. You can only put in a mirror, telescope or unit one day with the speed of light. So now you are saying that these are crazy stuff, that where I'm saying that the galaxy has round pieces like this. Imagine a cloud with pieces in the round manner, like a snail of the I show to you like a snail, like this. It is not spiraling anywhere. It is a carcass of the snail. Okay, this is like a galaxy. It's a static piece. They are not moving away. So he says somehow that the Big Bang is false, you see?
But the conclusion that we draw from the universe breaker, or more rightly, theory breaker of galaxies, is that the universe is just fine, but that the Big Bang theory is dead.
But you heard that, okay? So, but the means that they are following to infer that the Big Bang is false is they are wrong. They are tricking themselves. We cannot see the universe. We like in a game, when you play a game and you discover the black stuff when you walk. You imagine that from a point you cannot see only one day. It's strange or not. But I've told you that's why I'm taking on them. They do not know even thermodynamics. Not to not be like to wonder this. So I'm telling you that our galaxy was a ball, like a big ball of hydrogen clouds, and it was voided with some pressure and electromagnetic stuff inside was voided, and the planets were suspended at once under the border of their still clouds. And in that cloud there put galaxies, and we cannot see the universe. seems strange to you, but you see that I showed to you that the temperature is a limited function, and you take this guy part like for nothing. Okay, they are presenting false science, but are tricking the entire planet. We can go to the stars. The stars are small. The galaxies are small stars. It's a cloud that does not have a moon-Earth dimension. Galaxies. So that's why I want to comment on these guys, because I didn't want to make like a extensive full YouTube channel, but I discovered this and nobody listens to me. Where you can publish this? That where you can, nobody listens to you, and that's why you will understand. I started to prove to you that these guys do not know science. It seems strange to you or not, they do not know science, okay? So in this 13 minutes video, if you corroborate with this one, that he says that he obtained 3 billion degrees, okay? He is trying to explain how the Big Bang, because he says that the Big Bang is false, but he's trying to say that the temperatures that was in 1900s already made if you the relation between light and temperature, and I'm telling you that this is false.
Now, how does that link to color? Well, scientists know even more rigorously that the temperature of an object is linked to its color. This is basic laws of thermodynamics discovered at the end of the 19th century. The hotter an object, the bluer it looks. So, in a young galaxy dominated by young stars, the spectrum is going to be dominated by light in the ultraviolet part, which we as humans can't see, but our instruments can, and in the blue part of the spectrum. So, the spectrum plotted intensity against wavelength, with the wavelength on the left being ultraviolet and on the right being green light, looks kind of like this for a very young galaxy. This would be a galaxy that's about 400 million years old.
He says this, like you have a relation between light and temperature. You cannot have, they did not knew colors, they did not have even TV when they made this. You see, you have all the colors in this monitor. What is the temperature through color? They pretended that they did this, they did not do this right. And even though if it is a relation when you burn, let's say iron and you melt it, there is 300 degrees Celsius, let's say 1000, let's say copper, okay, let's say copper. You burn copper and you melt it, there are 1000 degrees. And now you make a spectroscopy, you register from the room temperature like this, you begin to melt it. And you register what is the spectrum color. You break the color through crystal glass, like a pyramid crystal glass. And you film what's the variation of the light when you take it from the room temperature like this. This is the copper as an alloy, the zinc. So if you go 1000 degrees, the melting point of the copper. So now you have some representation in spectroscopy. You understand that you cannot go further than this. So there is a relation and a variation of light from the room temperature until the 3000 degrees, and you make a spectroscopy function like this. And nobody there want to say now that they say they know somehow from this the age of the galaxies. And this is what they are tricking themselves. If they were a true ally with me, like in a war, I will accept that he says that the Big Bang is false. You understand? But he's presenting false science. Now he wants to imply somehow that through the light, you make a light spectroscopy and you identify the age of the galaxy from distance. He says if it is blue is hotter. Crazy stuff. I'm telling you, it's crazy stuff. Is the CD is hotter or blue? Look all the colors. See, hotter and hotter, cold, hot, cold, blue, red. He says this.
Shining brightly in the ultraviolet. As a galaxy ages, these bright stars burn themselves out. They disappear, and the stars that remain are the smaller, older stars, which are cooler and thus more to the red part of the spectrum. In a galaxy that is 2 billion years old, these bright ultraviolet stars have already burned themselves to cinders. And the peak is over here on the right side of the graph in the green. Now that's where our own star, the sun, shines. It looks yellow because that's what our eyes make of the range of wavelengths of light that the sun emits.
You do not believe that they do this crazy thing. Maybe you trust them. They are doctors. They're from Cambridge. But I'm telling you like this for free. You understand that they do not know science. So this CD is hotter, less hotter, violet. So now he is saying that many pieces of stars make a galaxy. This is the old idea. Galaxies are not gravitational systems. They are living in their head. You cannot imagine a cloud full of pieces. You do not see in your entire life a Christmas tree installation. Imagine many Christmas tree installation putting clouds. That's a galaxy way. And it has a geometrical arrangement form, like this nail. This nail is a galaxy because it's spiral. So imagine many Christmas tree installation putting clouds. This is the galaxies. And they are presupposing that they identify our sun with the stars. And now they are searching, and you understand, and many things he's saying wrong. That he knows that the fusion is star or sun, and that's why you see that's a hard work to fight with these guys. But you will believe that I'm crazy. Our galaxy was like a sphere. Imagine a sphere, a small sphere like hydrogen oxygen sphere full with pieces in it. And that's why and it was voided inside. Like you blow a bubble, it's semi-void. There's electromagnetic field, radiation field, that meant it is gravity field. And it was pushing the clouds at the border. And in the border there are galaxies, like this star, in clouds. Like I explained to you. So you cannot give this sphere because a small sphere, light diminishes with distance. And that's why I fight with them. To raise some doubt in your heads. Because they took this word from cosmos and universe, from Latin word, and now they are tricking themselves. When they look at the stars, you see all the lights, and when the Webb, James Space Telescope, Hubble Space Telescope, they look at the stars and they are believing that this is the whole universe. It is the observable universe, but it is small. It is small, and this is a law. This, look. You can see the moon like from Artemis mission like this, penny. The earth from the moon. You can search and see there's a picture now made. The earth looks like this. So why do you not believe that? So why do you not believe? The Webb Space Telescope filmed Uranus planet. It looks like this. And you barely see it. So you barely see Uranus planet. You can see galaxies at 3 billion kilometers. 3 billion trillion years, kilometers. So that's why I fight with them, and I try to explain a little bit of a science in my channel. Okay, the galaxies are simply stars put in clouds. I inserted like from an older screen capture that I made in a web picture. That black stuff that you're going to see, there is matter that does not produce, not dark matter, not normal matter, and in it the stars are put, and there is a circuit, electromagnetic circuit, and beyond this sphere we cannot see, and it is a small sphere and we can reach there. So why I I must fight, you understand? Because there's this in this current time we can reach the stars, we can reach the planets, and maybe you see that this is crazy somehow. That's why I'm trying to explain to you that these guys are crazy. They do not know even good science. I explained to you gravity, and I've showed to you that big names like Neil deGrasse Tyson, Brian Greene, Brian Cox, they do not know what gravity is. They are proponents of dark energy, that they do not know that energy is a force made by Leibniz. This is not electricity. And these kind of things, I always want to tell you, but maybe you retain a little bit portion. You understand? They could not falsify thermodynamics. Okay, so I will comment the entire length of the video because he's saying somehow that he knows how to sustain 4 billion light, how to have an emission of light 4 billion years. It is crazy science, my friends. How you can sustain 4 billion years emission of lights. It's nobody did this, okay? So that's why I'm telling you so I put some pieces from his video. Maybe you understand. Maybe you'll watch the entire video. I'm not trying to hide something, okay? But you see that you speak a little bit and the time goes. That's why the people do not have patience, and they trust somebody like these guys because they like an authority, okay? He has 75 years, but nonetheless I have 32 and I'm right and he is not, okay? So please help me, like, subscribe if you came across this channel. I'm saying like a tea science. I have his green tea. You must correlate this video with my next one. I will comment the entire length of his video, okay? So you will understand that the Big Bang is indeed false. This sphere did not become with a Big Bang. We do not know how atoms were formed, okay? Goodbye, God bless. Come into my next video. You see, I cannot say everything in one video. It will be very long. Goodbye.
Dark matter, dark energy, or my favorite, cannibal dark matter, which has been proposed to resolve some of these questions, that's not doing science. That's ex post facto explanation, sort of just so stories. But the conclusion that we draw from the universe breaker, or more rightly, theory breaker of galaxies, is that the universe is just fine, but that the Big Bang theory is dead. Now, the number of scientists who have publicly said that the JWST images refute the expanding universe model is small, but it is growing. Back in December, Dr. Nikita Lovyagin and colleagues published in the peer-reviewed journal Galaxies an analysis very similar to the one that Dr. Scarpa and I did of the sizes of the images of galaxies in the JWST data. And they did the same basic comparison of these sizes with the predictions of the Big Bang-based illusion that galaxies should grow in apparent size with distance rather than shrinking. And they reached the exact same conclusion, that these data were, in their words, incompatible with the predictions of the expanding universe model. So we think that this debate is going to develop quite rapidly as more and more data comes in from the JWST.